Meadow's about to find them all, maybe.
One for Meadow.
30 seconds left.
And now he looks back to B main, which would be the right call, as Link is currently there with the Omen. It's Yampy who tries to crit the opening from Heaven. Smoke goes up, allows Yampy to have some cover. He walks into it, and Meadow will remove him.
Spike down.
And in doing so, drops the spike, and an impossible round to recover there for Team Liquid. And G2, they find the first off the back of Avova with a massive pistol performance.
These are completely fresh from the minds of Sliggy and Pips.
Yeah, and this is the exciting thing when you get to see G2 versus Team Liquid, right? And in particular, Team Liquid, they love to innovate. They love to try and push the envelope to see what they can get away with. navi certainly getting away with a double on the Sheriff, but Meadow has come in and swept him up. Yampy has made his way through to the B site. Problem is, the spike is up in Heaven yet again, so we'd have to go around. 25 seconds left, 3 players lie in front of him. You know, we talk about Yampy's individual skill, certainly has bucket loads of it. But in this situation, needs a better gun. Now he's got that. He can split them up with 12 seconds left. The double blast pack, are you kidding me? Okay. Nukia just does everything possible. He really pushes the envelope of what you can do with the blast packs. Yampy walled up and sprints into the site. Now he's diving down around the backside of Meadow, who didn't see him, and that allows Yampy to go for 3. Meadow, Mixwell, and Nukia all go down to the young Finn, who is charging up for more. 4 kills from Yampy, and just 1 left. Avova, can he do one better? Can he get his team over the line here? Avova has already found a couple and drawn this into a 1v2. Spike down, wrap around the back from navi coming in. He can't get through that wall, so this is buying a little bit of time for Avova.
He doesn't want to give it away either.
Eventually that wall will break down, but Avova has a window of opportunity to move on to the spike. He's now sticking it. He's got it over half already. He's sticking it all the way through. I don't know how he's done this, but okay, Avova. Daylight robbery. He gets the defuse, and G2 have 3-0. Nukia and Mixwell set up together. Yampy. Brilliant headshot. Mixwell removed. Straight away. Another kill this time from Nukia as he swings out. Pinshell's going in to separate the pack. And, well, he's severing them off, certainly, but Scream able to get a headshot. Of course he does. Hoodie gets close. Judges go with the mow down Soulcast, which thrusts Scream alone into the clutch. And certainly we know him for his one-taps. But here goes the Guardian. The best weapon for it. The best style points you can get out of this gun. But with 13 seconds left, Spike on his back, he can make his way into the site, but the problem is he gets peeked from Heaven. He is likely to go down, so he decides to go around the cover. He's going to try and plant, but he's got him off at the fault line, and Avova finds the headshot. 4-0 for G2.
Liquid know it, that's why they put down the stim beacon ready to take these fights.
Oh, certainly working out for Mixwell. He's found 3. Goes back for 4 with a headhunter, this time not finding his head. But that is significant damage on the way out. 3 kills, a lot of damage there. Really solid stuff.
Absolutely.
Problem is, no one's walking into it, Ryan. That's the one thing they need, try and force them into those fights, but no one's giving a chance away here. Team Liquid look to hold it down. Paranoia being sent out.
Ooh, that's a nice set play.
Last player
Paranoia
standing.
and a stun coming in to anybody that comes through screens. And yeah, like you said, Mixwell had good positioning to try and make stuff happen, but credit to Liquid for playing around it, not really showing up. And then once they're ready, went to make sure that Mixwell goes down just in case he has an operator, for example. It was just that ultimate, so not going to come into round number 7. Looking for some utility as well, just seeing what they can find. Mixwell again on tower, finds that boosted player up on Scream, just on the high ground. I mean, I'm not going to ever say that Scream is boosted. You get the point. But this is the interesting part. Spike goes in. Bear in mind what I said about Liquid. They're very good in these situations. And Soulcast could find more.
Ooh, never mind. Soulcast does go down, and good recovery again. G2, it's 2 up, stay alive, retake this time around, and see where they want to go with it. But problem is, Luca's got a showstopper. He's decided to pop it, and there's no way Scream's expecting that.
Spike down mid.
Oh, they're expecting him to be further away because of that blast pack. Like, he just opted out, but he was still pretty close. Rolling thunder for Meadow. He has nobody there to help him, but he catches Soulcast as he blast packs through. That's the worst timing in the world for Soulcast. That's incredibly unlucky. And now with his ultimates expended for Liquid, how are they going to find success here?
Great job done, and now, well, G2 have been able to recover this. And Mixwell's looking to wrap around the site, has split them up into 1v1s. Only claims the life of one player, but slows the spike down and spots it in the site.
Meadow has everything. Now he's used... He only has 1 flash left. Yampy on this corner, haphazardly checked. Yampy has the stun.
He always stuns. He could have kept his gun out, but the stun, it's not going to stop Avova from winning the round. Oh, Yampy was so close. If he keeps his rifle out, very likely finds the second there, but the showstopper being sent forward for SoloCast, close to hitting the mark, but not
So
quite.
low.
And now Meadow gets closer to the half point. Yes, so low indeed.
1
Oh,
HP.
1 HP. The pinch shells catch him out. Nukia was barely walking, and no longer will he walk the server. He's down in Meadow. He spots the barrel. He knows exactly where SoloCast is playing from, but SoloCast still able to swing out for the headshot. Now 2 players up for Team Liquid. Spike finally going down. Scream hits the deck, so finally the player removed for Team Liquid and slipping down below. Okay, somehow, someway, SoloCast gets removed. Mixwell covers off his teammate, and now the numbers once again evened out. 3v3 in the player count. Fault line goes across the site. Navira and Yampy peek together, and now thrust Hoodie into the clutch alone. He's claimed ahead of Navera, but not ready for Yampy's swing out. It is a recovery from Team Liquid, a much needed third round. But SoloCast
is a good
in
read.
that awkward position, catches him. There goes the Rolling Thunder into the B site just to clear it out. Gap here for Meta to try and catch them as they cross, and close to it, but Yampy hits the headshot. Link follows up upon it, and now just Avova. How many times do you see him in this situation?
Spike planted.
Taken down.
Right now, still plenty to play for. Scream holding the off angle. Is going to win out that duel.
Well, limited now for Team Liquid. Link has actually got by, so that is a threat they have to somewhat worry about. Link giving away his position, trying to draw attention to allow his teammates to cross and over. Rolling Thunder being deployed, trying to sever the forces. Hoodie, he's run out of ammo, but Scream did not turn, and so it is a massacre at the back of the site. It is now just Yampy left. A 1v5 for the rifle, and he's caught. A headshot from Mixwell and a flawless round from G2. Oh, SoloCast sends the paint shells out in towards main, and bounces towards the back of the site. It's good. Find the head of Hoodie, cracks him right open. Now G2 continue to try to move forward into the site. It's Link that's coming with the kill. It extends upon this for Team Liquid, and they need this pistol, and they have got it. So great round from Liquid to pick up. They even stop G2 from getting to the site. Ends up being rather... Here come G2. Trying to come over heaven. SoloCast in behind the wall right now, can't do too much about this, so this is going to be a passage down into the site. That means more pressure for Link, and unfortunately Link cracks under the pressure. SoloCast has got himself up on top of the wall and actually gives himself a very good position. Luckily Hoodie, quick to reply, through the smoke hits the headshot, and now Navira trying to swing, but Hoodie wise to his tricks. On the other side, and now Yampy decides to move through, but spots 2 players deep in that corner. He's paranoid about that left-sided peek, but it's not going to happen. Meadow cracks his head off, and that's G2 with the first round of the second. They're about to start walking their way closer towards Yampy. His teammate can spot them from defender spawn. He's actually going to let one cross on by. Nearly gets the chance to follow up, but that is only going to set up Navera for the swing out from defender spawn. There's now just 1 player left, and it's Meadow into the 1 versus 3. He goes to the plant straight away. He's got a couple of flashes here, a fault line online as well, but he's still got 3 players to take down. He's caught by the paranoia, but still finds the head of Navera. He's a clothesline in that corner, and now peeks out again. Meadow had a chance for 3, but couldn't quite pull it off. Link will save the day for Team Liquid, but that was nearly the highlight of the day. Scream's going to be at a tough spot. His teammate Yampy has found that kill on the flank on Meadow. Now Scream's turn. 1 for him. But then he drops back with 2. Avova was held off from getting that map control back by the orbital strike. And now you have to look to Avova to go back into the lion's den, and Navera has chopped him up. It's just Nukia left. We know this guy's good, but a 1v5, Ryan, not happening.
Showstopper used as well.
Flawless.
Can't get much. And yeah, there's a lot going on for like Liquid. Despite having a low buy, still going to try and aggress as a 5 towards A. We've not really seen this. It's been a late round execute that came in from G2 on A.
Yeah,
what can they do
look
here?
at Team Liquid's setup. It's very passive. And Yampy, oh my god, okay. Sprays down through the smoke while just having no idea where he's spraying, but still finds the kill. Yampy finds the follow-up, and just like that, it's 3 kills for Team Liquid. Meadows pull 1 back at least. Hoodie's in the sight, but not for long. And we're starting to see this individual power from Team Liquid. And you see G2 with this pack mentality. Yeah, we have weaker weapons, but let's stack all of those weapons that we've got and try and get in towards this A side. They don't even make it out the choke point. Team Liquid, flawless rounds. They've now had a round where they keep 4 up. looking very good for the economy of Team Liquid. Now they're going to hunt down Meadow. Oh, looks like they might have a little bit of mercy. They're not going to go around the corner.
There's no giveaway of like a set play or a strategy. Now they're just grouping up as 5 with a full buy, trying to scale and clear utility bit by bit, just overthrowing. Let's see what Link can do all on his own.
Oh, he's going to try his best. This one for Link. Vova has just taken down Scream and Link in a foul swoop. Soulcast, the Blast Pack, has taken down his counterpart on the other side of things of Nukia. Now we're at the 3v3. Spike recovered again here for G2, but can't really plant it. They can't feel comfortable about going into that B side. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds left, they have a lot of time, so they're going to drop back. Well, navi, this setup he's playing with Yampy right now is just,
30 seconds
the
left.
defender spawn play to pick up the initial info. That can set up Yampy to come around with the backside play, and that's exactly what he's doing. But Yampy, luckily, will prevent Mixwell from going further. Couldn't stop him from killing his teammate, but it has put Meadow into 1v2. Now, this is certainly winnable for a player of Meadow's caliber. And so they can get closer and closer, and now they line up! Meadow catches them as they peek right into him. They eclipse for a 9th round on G2.
Rolling Thunder is available. The Orbital Strike stops him from going down. Like, that's the aftershock as well. So Yampy was expecting that res play, and again, they punished. G2 just can't even get a player online anymore.
Yeah, 30 seconds left, and here go G2 down into the side. They're caught by the paranoia in the corner. That sets up Link for 2. And now dropping back into the site. He's worried about the B main play, but that will be smoked off, and Link will have a chance to fight onto Vova. He won't win it, but Soulcast certainly will make up for his shortcomings, and Hoodie will go down to navi. 12 rounds now for Team Liquid as they look to take their map pick of Split, and they want to do it right now.
Still feels that Liquid have a good hold on this up until this point.
Well,
never mind.
Vova. Good night, Yampy. A good flank around the backside. Yampy gets caught, and well, there is a res online here for Scream, but he's wanting to take down Hoodie. Oh, Hoodie, I thought he had caught the timing to look away, but Scream, he's come through. He'll get the res into navi. Of course, he chooses his brother. And now we look to Vova and Mixwell in the 2v4.
Link still has a paranoia. So he could still try and flash in, but he has a lot of area to scale, and there's a trademark there. Vova was trying to play off of it.
Oh, Mixwell.
That's all up to Mixwell.
Yeah. It's really hard to see how he pulls this one off. Soulcast is going to look his way, won't be able to deal with him. But there comes that paranoia you just mentioned, Ryan. So already used up. Mixwell on the back of the side gets the lineup of 2, nearly comes through with it all. But luckily, navi able to get the headshot, and I'm sure they're happy they rezzed him. Defuse being stuck, and Team Liquid will take Split. Map 1 goes to them in this matchup that was hard to call. Team Liquid have the edge for the time being, Ryan.
I thought they were going to set up navi for the peek off of his utility. He can TP out if he wants.
That is filth. navi decides he's going to double dip and comes away with 2 on the Headhunter. Scream now spots 1 down below him. Link. Oh, it is Scream that saves him. Nukia's head no longer attached to him. navi goes for 3. The Headshot brothers in action in the pistol. They'll find the first for Team Liquid. You know, I was a little disappointed. We're wanting to see a little bit of Yoru maybe coming into this one, I heard.
Of 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
Of all people. But it is just that you have this smaller gap that you can actually smoke over towards that B site. We'll see a lot more of it on the defense, but these one-ways are so impactful nowadays. Yampy setting up another one, just holding on to this angle alongside Soulcast. And again, it's difficult for Nukia to actually peek through this.
Well, Soulcast is just going to hold it instead. Yampy now looks under the one-way, passes the information over to Soulcast. If he can deal with that, Soulcast certainly will deal with the G2 players. He takes 3, and Yampy closes with the 4.
Did so well against the likes of Guild beforehand.
Well, Yampy wrapping around the backside, trying to catch them looking the wrong way, but you can't catch Hoodie sleeping. He's quick to the headshot, but so is Soulcast. The Bulldog has a bite, and now navi's Headhunters come through with a follow-up. It's just Meadow and Vova, and they're trying to recover this. Meadow, that's quick on the transfer up, and he goes for 3. Oh, lovely stuff from Meadow to recover that round for G2. Okay.
Feels like G2 don't want to go B.
Yeah.
like all of the Omen smokes, the retake, toxic screen on the defense. Liquid have put so much of their utility leaning towards
30
A.
seconds left.
They know that G2 didn't go B at all, really, that much.
Link is so cool. Like, he doesn't care that, he fumbles the first, the second kill, rather. He just stays in the same spot. Nice, cool under pressure. A little tap for the second. Now Mixwell on V4 gets caught by Scream up the top of him. That is a very important statement for Team Liquid to make. As soon as they pull out the rifles, it's that sleeper.
Mixwell still has that tour de force, isn't planning to back out. In fact, he's trying to find a more aggressive
he has
angle.
to at this point, right? He has to be the player that it is the step up. Has to be the player that delivers this round. Paranoia catches it. So much impact out of that. Yankees created that space forward that allows navi and Soulcast into the site. Meadows got one. Mixwell luckily drops back into a more elevated position and has found Scream. His time is starting to tick. G2, they still have a shot at winning this over the ropes. navi goes and finally taken off. Link is holding it. He's sticking it all the way through, and Soulcast has cleaned up the last player. Luckily onto the defuse, it is Liquid who will take forward. So 100 Fury going through, that will certainly contest. Scream goes up the Blade Storm, you come away with one, gets caught in the air. And that's going to be Nukia removing Scream from the round. Soulcast has replied, and yes, exactly right, they haven't planted the spike yet, now they commit to it. In the meantime, Link has taken down 2 players and navi finds the last. So Team Liquid on to 5. And claim control of the site again. Problem is, there's not much time left now, and Soulcast starting to wrap around the backside. He's taken down Mixwell. They're all so low, and Meadows lined them up. The time is too far gone, and Liquid no winning this one. It's a great round for G2 to win, but a lot invested into getting it over the line. A Thrifty nonetheless picked up, and G2 with 2.
And Paranoia is going to connect onto 2 as well, so Yampi's allowed a bit more space. Lambot is good to sort of keep him at bay, but the dash has to come in. Scream's on the top of yellow.
He is indeed. Scream has to get a lot done here. He's so close to finding that second. He knows Avova is right there. He spotted him. Soulcast helping him out. Up he goes. The updraft is good, and Scream does it in style. What a 3K. And now Team Liquid reads 6 on the scoreboard. Dodging out the Hunter's Fury. And now 35 seconds left. G2 look to encroach the site. But the numbers now for Team Liquid starting to make their way over here, and Soulcast finally gets a reward for his close spray downs. navi's come in. Soulcast goes out for more, but it's a couple of Sheriff shots. The Headhunter from navi closes. Team Liquid just getting the players rotated over is enough to get. It's looking good for G2. Scream's decided to come over and try and cut these numbers down a little bit. He has done well to take out Mixwell.
From the shadows, used to teleport away, but it's cancelled. Does it give an audio cue? So maybe hoping to catch G2, trying to aggress and take more space, but no, they backed off. They have some post-plant utility, but not an awful lot. That's the last nanoswarm to go down.
Well, Link and Yampy 2v3 right now. G2 holding the advantage of Over to the headshot. Yampy swings out. He's alone in the world here, and G2 finally fight their way forward to a third. And it didn't really look so great for them. They lost those first 2 picks, Ryan, but they're still able to pull it off. They don't get the plant down, they will. Shock darts going in to just try and tickle some damage off of them, but it doesn't do significant damage at all. So held back and into the open they go, and cross into the open at your own peril as Yampy finds a follow-up kill here for Team Liquid. Now they start to move in. Mixwell, very quick shot up onto navi. That's one of the ops gone, and now 4 versus 3. Mixwell gets aggressive again, a more advanced setup. His teammate's doing well. In fact, Nukia's taken down 2. Yampy and Soulcast out of play, and it's weakening this retake again for Team Liquid. Mixwell's found another, and it's just Scream. He's in the smoke, he's in chaos, and Mixwell takes matters into his own hands to secure a 4th round for G2. These rounds are not looking good for G2 up until the late round. Their post plants are so good right now.
Did he get detained there? I think he just did.
No. He
didn't.
Okay, he just got out. It looked like he walked back into it. Oh, but he's going to walk forward anyway. Finds the head of Avova. Wall is up right now. And they're going to try and wrap around. It's the exact same setup. This time a gap for Soulcast to play with. And that is Hoodie, the victim of the Spectre. Now an advantage for Team Liquid. They've been here before, though. They've had advantages in these situations, but somehow, some way, G2 always find their way back into it. It was Mixwell, the player that did it in the last, but now it's Meadow that has to clutch it out, and he's so damn close. But Yampy is just a stretch too far, just an extra player that gets Team Liquid their 8th round in this first half. Now the advantage for G2. Hoodie's about to swing out. Scream has taken down his teammate. Now they know where Hoodie is. This could be a problem for Hoodie. He could be split from 2 sides. He has to rely on his teammate, and that's exactly what's going to work out. Nukia's come in with 3 on the Sheriff, and now suddenly a 2v2 established. G2 with weaker guns. They're doing a lot of damage to Team Liquid right now, and he might even be able to pull this one off.
Oh, Vova, that's such an important kill to get. Even just the timing of putting a toxic screen up just as Link was about to sneak on through. Now navi, if he goes out the right side of Maze, he's running into a nanoswarm, could get vulnerable as well. Just going to go in. Vova's on the angle, uses that vulnerability perfectly.
Because they've got a Viper's Pit on A, they can lean those extra players over to this side of the map. Yampy is going to get 1 from his play. on top of the tube. Link's inside of it. He will go down to Meadow. Soulcast trades it out. Here comes that 100 Fury from Nukia. Stunning bit of damage, but no kill. Meadow has taken Soulcast. So Scream and Navira into the 3v2. Scream's taking a bit more of a risk because he knows he's down a player here. That Toxic Screen's going to give him a bit of cover on the left side, but oh, so quick to the trigger. Nukia ready for the right-sided peek, and he just takes him down out of the sky. Navira misses the shot, and with that now in a very difficult position because that defuse is coming through. He can't do much about it.
He's just saving.
He has to back off to save the operator. G2 with the retake, and Nukia getting towards it is going to be difficult because you've still got Avova in that corner. You've got Hoodie up towards heaven and Meadow in below him. You really have to start cleaning up now. 15 seconds left. Hoodie trades out onto Navira, and Avova's position getting in the mix. It doesn't even matter because Hoodie's taking down Scream. It's just Soulcast and Link, and Avova lines them up. 9-9. It is pretty clean there from G2, just losing one player as they now tie at the scoreline. Soulcast gets forced into the open with that snakebite, taking a lot of damage. Mixwell's gone down. Big kill there for Scream. That pulls the numbers back even. And Soulcast emerges from the pit with a kill. Link able to find another. And it's all on Nukia. Link denies. And finally, Team Liquid will find another round win. They now take double figures first. Wasn't such a good position too if he can get around the backside of it. They don't have much time to waste here. It's one for Mixwell. That new cubby being used to perfection as Link puts the spike down. He actually swings out for a kill as well, but Soulcast can't get it done. G2 will answer back, and they've now tied it up 10-10, as close as you can get it. A real nail biter here, and it's only map number 2. That's an impactful frag to find, but again, 19 seconds left. They have to try and get towards the site with the spike. They have to get it down. Scream gets aggressive with the updraft into the tower, but Nukia's ready for him. Scream still takes him down. Good recovery from Meadow. He now swings into the lower fight, and Meadow sweeps them up. A big 3K from him, and that's an important round for G2 to find. It puts them in the lead. It puts them to 11. This is the first time Liquid have had a bit of breathing room in one of these situations in a while.
Right. 4v4 2. And so much utility still over on that site, right? All of the stuff for Chamber, all of the stuff for Killjoy before she went down. And Hoodie again leading the line.
No way, Nukia. That is ridiculous. Yampi and Navira both taken down in a foul swoop. And Team Liquid, they had some breathing room, but not anymore. They are suffocated by Nukia. It's just having a flyer towards the end of this map. That's 12 now for G2. They're one away from taking us to Haven. It is heavy towards A. They have 3 players here at the ready, but Team Liquid charging them down. Yet to find an opening though. No blood drawn just yet. Yampi TP's up onto the ledge. Scream is taken down. Meadow, Hoodie's in the sight. Cloudburst keeps him alive for now. Actually works against Scream. They don't know that Hoodie's down here in the sight. Avova's helping out for G2, and now Hoodie's turn. He swings, and he finds one. It's Nukia arriving to the party as well, and suddenly it's Navira and Yampi. The 2 players of the dream of Team Liquid. The overtime affair lies in their hands. Yampi creeps across the ropes, can peer down below. Mixwell the victim, and Yampi diving down. Up the rope, you'll spot the head, and Nukia down. It's just Avova, and he has to clutch it, but Yampi is absolutely perfect. Finds 3 to drag Team Liquid.
Yampi gets caught out. Meadow's going to try and peek around. Navira
the timing
just finds the right timing there. He's very patient in his approach. Now Hoodie trying to cross into mid. Just him and Nukia.
Yeah, 2 players that can certainly pull these kind of rounds off, but Scream is on one. Scream certainly is. Finds 3. We have to do it again. Another overtime between G2 and Team Liquid.
Now the Eldron, just to see if anybody's managed to lurk their way in. They're happy now that G2 have made their presence known. They're not too far away from this action, and they still have utility, the utility that we can see.
Well, Avova has come through with a pick on Navira, so currently G2 stand with the 2 advantage, and that is a big problem here for Liquid, as they try and go all the way around. The big flank. Scream is preoccupied with the fight from mid, so that weakens the forces even further for Team Liquid. Down in. Team Liquid need the kill back here quickly, and G2 aren't giving them a single opportunity. This is so well played from G2. Good stuff. Just Scream left. And he's going to start tapping around the backside. Meadow finally gets caught. Oh, wow. Scream so clean, but not enough done here. And G2 are on 14. One more, and they've got it. Hoodie, nearly gets caught. Lucky to get away with his life here. And also Lucky has Meadow to back him up. Meadow with a massacre, 3 kills picked up, and now the lockdown straight away to it. Meadow wants to close this. He is done with Icebox. The Yampy preventing that for the time being. Liquid are crumbling. And the pressure all on the shoulders of Soulcast and his 36 HP. And the time is now ticking. He goes to the plant. They will start to realize he must stick it eventually. Mixwell spots him out, shoulder peeks him to draw the info and buy time for his teammate. And Mixwell able to peek out for the headshot. G2 will close, and Heaven is needed to decide this matchup's whereabouts.
No fire.
Both these teams winning on their picks. Some very interesting looks. A more straightforward one, I suppose, for G2 in the end. Going to be, like, did play some sober, sure, but how aggressive is he going to be in this position? Both the Fish 123 UK guys playing the controllers, they're attacking first. Who's going to be going up against FPX? Team Liquid are going on the aggression.
Love this quick play here from Team Liquid, charging their way in. Hoodie, good for one. naVi cleans him out, but Mixwell at the ready. The shorty's good, and Evolver from up above. His vantage point is good enough, but they just line up for naVi. 2 down, knocked out of the round, and no, the Boombot, it's hunting him down. naVi luckily doesn't take too much damage, stays up on his feet, but now he's got to figure out where Nukia is, and well, he finds out the hard way. Bullet between the eyes, a tree grown, and now a pistol round for G2.
Absolute crazy pistol round to begin with. Like, Liquid are probably going to be playing at that place quite frequently.
The round G2, especially from this position, but as much damage as you can do is a big problem for this Team Liquid side. This is their investment. This is G2's bonus. Soulcast luckily able to hit the headshot, turns back, gets the read in the flank of Over. Goes down quite quickly after, and now Scream gets flashed, he gets caught, luckily able to drop back to safety. But Meadow and Mixwell still in the 2v3, Flash is going around. This time is ticking for G2 if they want to win this round. They've got to get onto the spike shortly, and unfortunately for them, that won't be happening. Scream and naVi close it for the first, and G2's bonus reaps 2 kills, but that's about it. Team Liquid at least have 1 on the board. Able to get the kill. Does he still expected to be up there? Oh, he's just stayed. He's just stayed in that position, and Scream did not read that. He actually goes down, and G2 looking good here. Seeker's being sent out just to claim position of naVi. And Team Liquid, where do they go with this one? Team Liquid will try, but they can't take the first, and so almost a death sentence, not finding that first kill. naVi able to claim back 2, but just 3 players. A little too rough to handle. Avova will get the kill, and another round for G2 picked up. A little bit of style points the way out there for naVi at least. East side. Flash is going through, naVi already forward, and naVi able to chop down 1. Oh, this defense won't hold water against Team Liquid. The flood comes in, takes the B site. Avova and Mixwell removed. G2 C1 up, that's Soulcast down. They don't expect a second player there. And with Blink confirming that kill, now puts Mixwell into a difficult spot. He goes back up for the re-peek, and this time it's Link with a bullet between his eyes. Good round from Liquid.
But Team Liquid, with this lower buy, going again for a BXX.
Well, good stuff, really, from Nukia on the initial ball. 2 kills, and Hoodie able to double up yet again. It's that multi-kill potential we've seen from him just time and time again. He's just looked so good, but no 3K this time. Oh, Link, here we go. The Judge into the Phantom, as now he has the C site up for grabs. It's all onto Mixwell to stop this clutch. Mixwell goes back into connector, looking to draw Link into it, but Link plays it to perfection and wins a crucial round for Team Liquid.
Liquid just want to be executing fast, front in the orbital strike. Forces the Omen to TP out. The Paranoia's going to connect onto a few players, and Rolling Thunder even dedicated on the defense.
He's coming with 1. Meadow finds the follow-up. G2 on these lower weapons are doing a lot of damage, and now they've held back Team Liquid. Meadow looks to hunt them down with a breach. How much impact can this guy find? He's just so good right now.
30 seconds left.
Scream tries to move up, gets caught with a flash. They know they have to fight their way through, and somehow, some way, Scream has found that kill onto Meadow. Hoodie trades him out. naVi back in, and these pistols, well, they are coming down close, but it's all down to Nukia as his teammates have hit the deck. naVi was scoped in upon his position, but now the chance for Nukia arises yet again. The first headshot's his. Bass Black out to the left side, and Soulcast stops the nightmare from becoming reality. It is 5-5. Liquid able to tie it up. Well,
Scream still doesn't have his ultimate. Now he does.
Oh, Hoodie's found Soulcast. That gives the advantage here to G2. It's now followed up. And oh, just an absolute massacre. Flawless round suddenly from G2. They sat back passive this entire time, Ryan, and that's...
Map control with all of the smokes and an abundance of them.
Well, navi, good opening. Yampy gets the lineup of two, Meadow and Avova, the victim to the frenzy. And now Nuka and Mixwell into the 2 versus 4. This is suddenly very difficult for G2. Oh, this has put Nuka in a very tough spot. Right into the shorty he will go. Mixwell left in the 1v4 clutch. What do you make of this new knife, Ryan?
Yeah, I quite like it.
It's pretty cool. The coolest thing about it
is
it turns someone into a tree. And we'll see if Mixwell's able to do that here. No. Scream puts him in the ground. You see how quick those dark covers come out now. Flashing towards the very back of the site. Yeah, it's just so difficult to handle this one with a Marshall at the back of the site, but they've been able to get out of dodge, and Soulcast comes in with a double on the Ghost, and it is suddenly put Avova into the 1 versus 3. Now, he would need a bone-shaking clutch to win this one out. Oh, quick step up towards heaven. That reposition, will they expect it? They start to think about it. They don't know. Avova has made the right call. He might have just made the 200 IQ play. The first is there, the second's even better. And now it's just Link. 1v1. Avova, so close. It hits the headshot, but the dink is not enough. Link beats the dink. And now it's 9 for Team Liquid. Not looking so pretty.
Soulcast just playing in that ailing position. The rotate is near enough instant because...
Okay.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
My God, Scream. Oh, that is... that's disgusting. And Scream closes it with 4. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see, Ryan.
They're a bit of Groundhog Day.
Okay.
But he has to teleport out after the kill onto Mixwell.
Better Groundhog Day. He actually finds himself a kill on the first time of asking. And now we're able to drop back. And this is why that chamber op is so useful. You can quickly just immediately reposition to a better spot. So you can get double impact out of the operator. The problem is he's completely blind and completely in the open. So he will lose his life. Screen able to pull out 2. Link just good for 1. But that's enough as Team Liquid keep 4 players up in a pretty strong response, Ryan. That was good to watch in Team Liquid. Forward, to just try and crack open the site here. Soulcast has done well, but traded out by his counterpart of Avova. The Omen's going toe-to-toe and tit for tat. Now navi gets caught. Meadow just drives by. And now an advantage in play for G2. Yampy's waiting for the overextension. He's waiting for Meadow to come into his crossout. Yampy not given that opportunity just yet. We now go under 1 minute on this clock, and that spike yet to go down. They're just waiting. Waiting for the mistake, waiting for an overextension. And the aftershock goes forward. Link on the flank. Hoodie, he checks for it. Now Yampy in a 1v3 with the Blade Storm. This is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, for Yampy to win.
Surely you save with the operator, right? If they're running double operator, the economy is so tough on them right now.
Yep. And yeah, unfortunately, Yampy gets nothing.
Yeah.
It's not going to deter navi. He's happy to stick around, and he gets 2, and he gets away. The audacity to go for that again. And that's going to be a massive piece of impact delivered for Team Liquid. And that slows G2 right down. Now they've got a real enigma to try and crack here.
Both these teams suffering from the same thing. It feels like just a lot of utility as a get away or get back, but there's no follow-up, that both teams are just calling bluffs. Flash me? All right, I'm just going to stay here because you're going to peek me 5 seconds after the flash is done.
Scream isn't going to be caught by that flash. In fact, it's only Nuka that's caught by it, and Scream gets a lineup of 2. That thrusts Avova into the clutch, and it's a 1v4 total. He'll get a plant, but that's all that he will find. Soulcast recovers it quickly. 12 rounds now for Team Liquid. Series point.
Just to be sure, for G2, the rolling thunder gets nothing. They're backed up away by duels, but it's navi, first kill again with this op, and he gets another, and he's out.
Rinse and repeat for navi. Yet again, a double opening with the operator. It was a tour de force last round, but making it happen here with the op in hand. Just waiting for another victim. Just waiting for another little peek from G2. Here comes the stim. The flash in, navi still finds a third, Soulcast comes in, and just like that, it's only a Vova, and he can't recover it. It is Team Liquid that will best G2 here in the playoffs, and they will head on to their matchup versus FPX. They are now 1 win away from Iceland.
Well deserved, I think, in the end. We got to see